good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Up on the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd waters, bottles, he Sharon flex. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot here, we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No cash, so here what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat, so we Nick dripping. Nick feel, you know, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olan, and Anobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. Real Talk. Salute everybody, cats and snapbacks and fitted hats, and we Nick dripping, Nick's Real Talk. You know, we fit the description. What's good, everybody? We in the building, Divine, Shaw Powers, pregame show, Knicks, 76ers at the world most famous night, man. 7 o'clock about to get it popping and all that good stuff. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Just get it popping tonight, man. Let me bring my partner in the building so we can talk about it. Shaw Powers, what's good, my man? What's going on, dude?
Salute to the family in the chat. Brian, thank you once again, my brother. I don't even know how much I can say thank you, but thank you, and thank you again. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for you helping keeping the lights on. Let's get it, Divine. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Queen Darlene, Brian, as always, my man. We appreciate you, my brother. Joey was popping, DeLuca in the building, my man JR Jermaine in the building. Jay was good, my brother. Darren was good. Crim's dad is in the building with us on Dios. Everybody, salute to all y'all, man. Buzzer Beater was popping, was good. Buzzer, salute to you as well. Salute to everybody, man. We in here about to get it popping. Queens in the building. What's good, Corey Lee? Corey Lee, thank you for the super chat, my brother. What's good? What's good, Queens? Get the money, ladies and gentlemen. 718 boys. They in the building with us, man. Salute to Corey. But listen, man, we had a couple of little rough spatches here. Everybody feel a little down the last couple of days. The weather wasn't good in New York Knick land, ladies and gentlemen. We had some severe thunderstorms coming through New York Knick land. We had a couple of tornadoes, but hopefully we weathered the storm, ladies and gentlemen, and we could get back to some winter basketball and all that good stuff, man. But tough couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Lost to the two best teams in the Eastern Conference, and looked like the world was falling, man. We about to go into an avalanche, but we survived. But we gonna talk everybody off the ledge. Our Powers, my man, was good. Talk to me, my brother.
Yeah, man. Last 3 games, we 1-2. All right. What we beefing about? We got beat by a team that is the champions. And then we got beat by another team that has been playing for the last 3-4 years in a row. And they want to get a win. Every time they want to play the Knicks, they want to win. Don't you remember what we did to them in the final? I mean, in the playoffs? When you want to get back at us too, if you was them. Anyway, we wasn't healthy that night. I think the Knicks is great, man. And I'm here ready to talk about Philadelphia and Mitchell Robinson and what the Knicks can do in the next 2 or 3 days with these conceptions of players from the G League.
Yeah, absolutely, man. What I'm happy about is always happy. It's always the next game. On to the next. Right. Our slogan in here, always on to the next. But I'm excited for the Knicks to play, man. I ain't played in a couple of days. I'm excited for them to get back. Got some playing basketball. One thing about it, win or lose, I love to watch the Knicks, man. Since a kid, I just love to watch Knicks basketball. It's something about it for me. So, I'm glad that they got a game tonight. You know what I mean? And they can go ahead and get it popping and try to win this game in Philadelphia against that team, Shop Howell, who looks a little bit just had their season did not go the way they expected to go after spending all that money. Them cats 20 and 37. Joel Embiid can't stay on the court. Paul George can't stay on the court that much, and Tyrese Maxey just got his hand full trying to carry the load down there. One thing I could say, compared to our season, that's a nightmare. That is a nightmare, ladies and gentlemen. They spent $200,000 on Paul George. They spent over $200,000 on Maxey. They gave Joel Embiid like almost down there $150 million extension. And my man, them dudes is like the opposite direction. We 37 and 20. They 20 and 37. They put that in perspective now, ladies and gentlemen.
Divine, like you said, we had a rough patch with with hurricane winds and rain. They over there living in a tsunami out there.
Yeah, man. So I say all that to say, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you got to feel good about where we at, because that team spent all that money, made all them acquisitions in the regular season, in the off season, I meant to say, and because of one dude. And a couple of more here and there, them dudes cannot. That just tell you what tells you that, man, damn. You know what? We spent money like that, and we in the opposite direction. We gave Anunoby his money. Cat had his money. We gave Jalen Brunson his money. We went that way. They went the other way. So let's hope that tonight we can keep sending them the other way, ladies and gentlemen. Keep sending them the other way. They might be playing for the lottery sooner or later. But we're not. We're not. We plan to get to the home court advantage in the first round. That's what we playing for. So we got to go down there tonight, Shop Howell, put the foot on the gas in the garden tonight, and beat a team who we supposed to beat. Depending on who playing for the Knicks and who not playing for them, because they missing Embiid. If we don't have Cat, then you almost okay. You got a chance to say it could be even. I'm talking about talent-wise, because if you got Jalen Brunson, they got Maxey, and if you got Mikal Bridges, they got Paul George or Anunoby, whichever way you want to put it. And they got a good team down there. It's just that they just went the other way. And we got a good team, and we got to go down there tonight and get that bad taste out of our mouth, Shop Powers, and get ready to perform in front of our fan base tonight and get this W, man, and get us to 38 and 20 and get ready to play Memphis and all them guys coming up, man. So I think by then we might see a Mitchell Robinson sighting. I wish he would have came back tonight in front of the home fans. I wanted him to get that ovation.
That's what I wanted, man. I don't know why they playing games with us, man. I don't know why they play. Why they gonna bring him back on the away game, man? Why they gonna do that?
Yeah, they killing me, man. Because I was looking to see Mitch tonight. I was like, soon he come up that bench or came in that starting lineup, them people in MSG gonna give him a stand ovation, because it's not his fault. His body don't hold up the way he wanted to. It's nobody's fault in that case, man. Nobody. You don't want to be injured. You know what I mean? You don't want to not miss games. You can't do nothing with how you want to characterize the Lord God or whoever gave you that body that you have, and they gave you a body that just don't hold up to a lot of physicality in certain areas. You don't want to be that guy, but you got to live with it. You know what I mean? And we just got to hope that these guys, he come back and he can stay on the court. And if we do, we're gonna be happy about that. And like I said, I'm gonna tell you, Shop Howell, what I feel good about. Mitchell Robinson not playing a lot at $14 million. Joel Embiid not playing a lot at $50 million. Y'all understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen?
Say it again, Devon.
Mitchell Robinson missing the game. I think my man missed more games than Mitchell Robinson. But the difference is Mitchell Robinson making 14, that man making 50. And obviously he's a NBA MVP talented dude. Joel Embiid is a talented motherfucker. You know what I mean? Let's not get it twisted. His numbers is ridiculous. But just like everybody say, like Mitchell Robinson, what good is if you can't stay on the floor? But when he on the floor, the motherfucker's a handful. You know what I mean? And Mitchell Robinson is a handful when he on the floor from what he do good at. So we got to be grateful about the Knicks franchise, man. And where we at with our team compared to where they at with their team. That's what I'm saying all that to say, ladies and gentlemen, without rumbling, is that we got to be happy where we at compared to where they at. At least we got a chance to be in the playoffs. Them cats ain't even got a chance to be in the play-in. And they spent all that money. That's why now y'all always see why I try to stay a level headed when it comes to our Knicks. Can you imagine them? Shit, we tripping now about us being a third seed. Can you imagine if I see them want like theirs? So I'm grateful for the New York Knicks and our team, man, Shaw Powell. I'm grateful for what these guys doing. I'm grateful for where they at, third in the Eastern Conference, fourth in the NBA, and they got to go out there tonight and try to get it back to their winning ways. And it starts tonight with them guys in New York, Shaw Powell.
Yeah, man. I just say, just to reiterate over what you just said, man, Divine. If we were 20 and 37, I mean, if we were 20 wins and 37 losses right now, all those things that you hear in X and all these other things, Instagram, all that other stuff about firing Tom Thibodeau and all that stuff would be valid. It would be valid to me and my fandom. It would be valid because we ain't doing nothing. We've been third in the East. How many months now?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how many months we've been third in the East? We're not having a healthy roster all year long. We still getting back pieces back. I'm just saying, man, I'm happy for what we have gone through and what we have achieved, and in the great wins that we had, and the great losses that we have had. And I mean, we have had some losses that changed Knicks' minds about the team and about how the Knicks go out and play basketball and all that stuff. And I understand it. But can you give the Knicks some credit? We're doing better than we did last year at this time. We are third in the East right now for how many months? OG's been out. Cat been out a couple of times. We still ain't got Mitchell Robinson back. Throughout the year, we just get back Precious after 20-something games. Shamif after 20-something, almost 30 games. Come on, guys. Come on. Deuce McBride's been hurt 2-3 times this year. And I mean, with ailments in his leg and stuff like that. And we still holding it down. Next man up mentality for real.
Mm-hmm.
I understand some of the gripes and stuff, but like me and Devon always talk about, what we talk about is what happened in the game. And if you don't bring your A game, you're going to get your butt whipped. And we're going to tell you how we think we're going to win the game, how we think that the Knicks could get a chance to win this game tonight. And we're going to talk about how bad they played the next game. And we're going to give it to them. And I mean, but it's only for that game. Let's get it.
One game at a time, ladies and gentlemen. One game at a time. And at the end of the year, if we ready to get in the playoffs, that's where we can really get it popping. I'm excited about this team, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care about them Cleveland and Boston losses. That's just a game on the schedule, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't the end of the world. It's just a game on the schedule. And now that night, they just beat us good. But do that mean they're going to beat us in the next game? I don't think so. So I'm happy about where this team is at, ladies and gentlemen. And we got the big man coming back. Like I heard Tom Thibodeau say in a press conference the other day. He said, listen, we haven't – this is what he said. We haven't played with our starting center all year. Key word, he said. We haven't played with our starting center all year. So what he was saying, the Knicks supposed to came into the beginning of the season with Mitchell Robinson at the 5 and Karl Towns at the 4. So – and that's what I thought it would be as well. So, and now one of them dudes like Mikal or Josh Hart would have went to the bench. Bench would have got stronger with one of them dudes in there, and we would have got healthy. I want to see Boston again. I want to see Cleveland again when we healthy. Give us out now. We have a fair shot when we healthy. So I'm waiting for the state shot power. Let's get it popping. But we got to spank these boys tonight, ladies and gentlemen. No doubt about it. We should beat them tonight. I think we're a better team right now. I think we got to go out there tonight, man, and just get them games out of our mind. The good thing about it, they had a couple of days off, had a chance to go in the gym, critique some things. I like what I heard coming out of some of the players, like Champagne, Cam talk about how him and Brunson and the guys whose veterans been around got to make sure they play their part even more. And I love to hear that because they mean that they holding themselves accountable. And as the veteran, you the leader of the team. That's what you're supposed to do. I think Jalen Brunson do a good job of it, but he was talking about from a defense standpoint, the way they were playing defense, not being vocal enough and all that. I'm glad to see them guys had them days off to talk about stuff like that because this team way better than I think they showed the last couple of games, Shop Powers. I just think that sometimes you get a lax. We've been clicking on all cylinders all year long. We've been blowing cats out because you always hit that lax in the schedule that where you're not playing like you were at the beginning of the season. whether it be from already playing 50-some games or injury, whatever. I think they hit that against these two teams. But I seen the fight in them, though. Like I say, even though we might got our butts whipped, I seen us getting back in the game. I seen we still had the fight and the determination to try to win the game. We just didn't have enough to finish the game, even though we started off bad. So I'm hoping that they just don't go in them type of lapses shot like in the first quarter when they giving up. I don't want to see that. And I think if the Knicks can avoid that from here on out, that'd be okay because they don't have to put all that pressure on themselves to get back in the game. They're already in the game. And it takes the pressure off the bench too because now they don't have to do that shit. So hopefully they do this shit, pal. We be back at what we need to be.
Yeah, I and we always talk about this too. It's something that we say pretty frequent about Mitchell Robinson not being the savior, the be all, see all, be all type of dude. But he is a piece, you know what I mean? And he is a vital piece to what we are not doing right now on defense, interior defense, you know what I mean? And if you don't know Mitchell Robinson, I say this all the time. When he's on the court, you cannot deny what Mitchell Robinson does when he's on the court. He's not on the court much. This year, he hasn't been on the court at all. But if he gets on the court this year, when he comes back this season, and he intrudes anything like what he did the beginning of last year before he got hurt, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Everyone thinks that Mitchell Robinson, when he comes back, he's going to make the team worse. Really?
That's crazy.
Really? You really think that Mitchell Robinson coming back on this team that he's been playing for longer than anybody on this team, knowing Tom Thibodeau's style of basketball for how many years? How many years? More than everybody on the team. Tom Thibodeau's style of basketball. You think him being healthy, losing 60 pounds from being 300 pounds, losing 40 pounds from being 300 pounds to about 260 pounds, now 258 pounds, I think the last weight I seen on his Instagram. You think he's going to make us worse? The big thing that we always talk about Mitchell Robinson is being healthy. Availability, the best ability is availability. That is a fact. But if we can have the availability right now in these next 25, 26 games left, plus the playoffs, what you think gonna happen? We're gonna get worse? What really? Yeah. Come on, man. Tonight is a very intricate game that we have to make sure that we accomplish tonight. And we can't take Philadelphia lightly just because Embiid is not there, because they are an NBA team. They are an NBA team. We cannot take them lightly. So going out here tonight, we have to do the same things that we would have to do if we playing against any other NBA team. Play team basketball. Team basketball with the things like we break down at the end of the show is exactly what team basketball is. And if they come out tonight and play team basketball, we will see a win.
Yep, real talk. Hey, so salute everybody in the chat, man. What's good? Just Knicks, on Diaz, M. Gene was good. Queen Darlene was good. Corey Lee, thank you for the super chat as always, man.
Always.
Dad, Darren, everybody. Salute to everybody in the chat. That's where it's at, man. Listen, Child Powell in the chat and everybody watching. Check this out. Mitchell Robinson and Cat, real quick. Mitchell Robinson and Cat is different than Cat and Precious Achiuwa, ladies and gentlemen. Mitchell Robinson is Cat is different from Cat and Precious Achiuwa. Mitchell Robinson, Jared Allen, right? Evan Mobley and Cat. It's different. Big difference. No knock on Precious Achiuwa, but Precious Achiuwa is not no Karl Anthony Towns. That's why he make $6 million and Karl Anthony Towns making $50 million. That's why I'm not worried about this Cleveland and all this shit. We match up with them and them bosses just as good as anybody once we got our proper team like them, because you got Mitch do what Jared Allen do. You got Karl Anthony Towns do what Mobley do. You got Jalen Brunson that do what does what Donovan Mitchell do. And you got Mikal that does what Darius Garland do. And to me, I think Josh Hart gives us more than Strauss gives us. Now the key might for them might be, but see that changes because now Anunoby gives you what Strauss. That's an X factor right there. I matched up 4 guys, and the X factor to us is Anunoby. But remember, when Josh Hart or Mikal goes to the bench, Now you got that guy who does what DeAndre Hunter do. So you see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So if it's Mikal does what DeAndre Hunter do, or if it's Josh Hart. So now we back to where and Deuce and Bride does what their shooters do and campaign. That's why I said this shit is interesting. Wait till Mr. Roberts to come back, and now we have full scale. We can work with anybody. And I think that's going to be the difference. I think just him having in there to do the things Jared Allen do for them. Now we got Mitchell Robinson doing the things that he does for us. And now you got Evan Mobley and like Evan Mobley, they got what he do. We got what Cat do. And Cat a better shooter than him, a better rebounder than him. Cat all NBA. Evan Mobley will get there eventually, obviously, but Cat been there, done all that. So I say all that to say, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to be okay. I really do. I think the Knicks going to be fine. I think this team going to be just as good as Boston and Cleveland once Mitchell Robinson get back. Not because of him by himself, but because of what he does for the Knicks. He makes our team stronger because somebody in that starting lineup going to the bench. And what been our Achilles heel this year?
Bench.
So now one of them starters that's in our starting lineup, whether Josh Hart or my man, going back to the bench. That team gets stronger. So I'm ready for this thing, man. Let's get it. But tonight we going up against a team. Their record don't justify their talent, ladies and gentlemen. They got talent in Philly. They record don't adds up to the talent they have. But I don't care about that. I know we got to go in there tonight and cross T's and dot I's, ladies and gentlemen, and play for 48 minutes and win this game tonight. You know what I mean? We just got to get the game. You know, we want to get back into get a winning taste in our mouth, Shot Powers. I think tonight would be a good night to get it done in a few minutes, man. We look at the injury report and everything, and we just waiting for that next piece to fall, man. And when it do, I think we'd be good to go. But now, this game day, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go in there tonight and spank these boys, man, and get them out of there and go ahead and get to that 38th win, Shot Powers. Get to the 38th win. Then, you know, hopefully, I'd love to get to 40 before we get to 21. I really wanted 40 and 19, but if we can get to 40 and 20, that'd be awesome. 20 games over 500. I still think you in that Phil Jackson 40 and 19 contender mode. So we one game off, and that's without having our key piece here and all that. So I'm hoping we can win a couple of games in a row and get to 40 and 20, and then you know, we right where we need to be for sure.
Yeah, isn't the hoodies the best with those tearaway label?
Real.
and FYI, I got labels for them too. Anyway, I got labels for them now too. So, man, listen, man, this is you know, it's not bad to critique the team that you love to watch, and it's not bad to critique the team that you watch all the time. You know what I mean? Me and Divine 82 plus 16, or however they go, how far they go into the playoffs. You know what I mean? And you know, if they come out there and they are phenomenal, which they have been a lot of games this year, you give them the kudos. When they come out here and they play gritty, you come out here and you critique them, but you still give them the kudos. When they come out here and they play bad every way around and still grit out a win, you have to give them their flowers. And definitely when they stink to join up, you definitely light a fire under that stink so you could let them know that they stunk the game up. Everybody. So we try to do that, man. And this is not a night to stink it up. This is the night tonight to come out here and start another winning streak. And this next little stretch that we got going on against some of these teams in the West, plus Philly, we could really gain a couple of good games. I think we got about another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want another 10. I want a 10-game winning streak this year, and this could be a perfect start to a 10-game winning streak right here. And you know, we got some good teams that we got to play. We got some mediocre teams that we got to play, and we got some star-based teams that we're gonna have to play in this little stretch right here. And I'm not scared of seeing what the Knicks can do because we have already went through having a rough schedule already, and we fared pretty well. Everyone forgets about the 10 and 12. I mean, in 12 games we won 10 of them. I mean, over hard teams that are gritty and hard and rough. We forget about those things like that. The Minnesotas, the Houstons, the Rockets. I mean, the Rockets. I said the Rockets. The Denvers and stuff. You know, we tread water against teams that are in the top 8 in their divisions. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, or 2, 3, 4. We done beat up the East pretty much all down the line and stuff like that. Got pretty much a win against every team. I don't think it's a you know, we didn't achieve what we needed to do against OKC. You know what I mean, by winning any of the games, but it happens. You know what I mean, and we will continue to play good basketball because that's what the Knicks do. And this bounce back game will be something to really watch because we had a couple of days off, and this is a team that I want them to beat up on.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, ladies and gentlemen? I think when Mitch come back, if Mitch come back Friday, he be going up against Zach Edey. You know what I mean? So we be out in Memphis. Mitch coming back against Zach Edey, that's gonna be crazy if he come back Friday, which I think he might, from what I hear. Meaning that's not from the horse's mouth. I see it out there. But if you, or even when he get back, it's gonna be a huge addition. But you know, like I said, like you said, Sharp, how we beat a lot of good teams, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I mean, 2 weeks ago we went through the top 2, 3, 4, 5. The only person we lost to were the Lakers at that time. We bust Memphis up by 30-something, beat them 1-4. We beat some good top. Right now, we beat every top team in the West except for the Lakers and OKC, and we got them coming up again. Not OKC, I'm going to say Lakers and OKC, but we don't play them no more. But we got the Lakers again, I'm saying. So, you know, we just got to keep playing, man. Let's get it, man. These guys, I guarantee you see a different Knicks team tonight, though. Not because it's just them guys. It's that I think you're going to see that they know they got embarrassed on national TV 2 times, and maybe they don't feel like that in the locker room more than we feel it out here, because these guys know they know what they're playing for. Like Carl Anthony Towns said, we just want to be on our best when April get here, and I say that all the time when we on this show. You know, like listen, you just want to go into the playoff playing your best basketball, because if you go into the playoffs not playing the best basketball, you might get knocked out that fast. Because you went in there on a negative, you might come out on a negative. But sometimes, as long as the Knicks in that last couple of weeks, Sharp Powers, go into the playoffs on a momentum, on an upward trajectory, then they go in there feeling that, okay. And one thing I got to say about this whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, every team we've been playing in the last 2 months, all of them top contenders. All of them top contenders. Like this schedule coming up, we got every top contender probably in the league. We got the hardest schedule in the league, obviously. So we got some, and that's good, because you know why? We're not going in the playoff playing weak teams with a weak schedule. You know, we busting up teams under 500 who win a lottery heading into the playoff. I'm glad we got Cleveland and Boston at the end of the year, because that means it's like a playoff game. You know what I mean? Depending on if they clinch and they sit their guys, but if they don't, I think Boston, though they ain't striking distance in Cleveland, they're going to try to get that top spot because they're the defending champion. But what I like about it for us is that going into the playoffs, in the last couple of games of the season, you playing Boston and you playing Cleveland. It's just a warm up for me. You know what I mean? So I'm happy about this thing, man. We got a tough schedule, but our guys are going to be ready, ladies and gentlemen. Real talk. Salute to the chat. King Third, what's good, my man? Supreme, what's good, my brother? Real talk. Salute to you. Peace of the God, Allah wise, on Diaz, Just Knicks, everybody in the chat. Salute to all you guys, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. Do me a favor real quick and hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, hit the button. It don't cost you nothing. Corey Lee and my man Brian Acosta, thank y'all for the super chat, my man. We appreciate y'all. Real talk. Man, yo, throw it up there, my man. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the injury report and everything in a few minutes. But Sharp Howard, what's your feeling about the game tonight? Give me some thoughts on that game tonight real quick.
Yeah, take that for granted. You know what I mean? Take that for granted. Go out here and play team basketball. And I mean, this is a game that we should go out there and win. And I mean, this is a game that you can win by 30 or you can win by 2. And I mean, this is the type of team that we're playing, a team that wants to compete. And I don't know if it's just me because I'm a Knicks fan and I watch Knicks basketball, but every team that plays the Knicks, why they just want to play better that game? I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing every other team play every other team, but when teams play the Knicks, geez, man, every team wants to have a guy to come off the bench that scored 25 points, somebody that wants to get 1,100 rebounds or something like that. Everybody wants to play the Knicks real hard. The Knicks that their averages against the Knicks are higher than what their average has been all season long. That's what type of intensity that the Knicks put out there to make you want to have to beat them. So makes me feel good, because if you really follow stats and stuff like that, when you see teams that beat the New York Knicks, it's some of their best at some point in the game. Their field goal percentage is better than their season averages. Their 3-point shot is better than what their 3-point average is. Their steals are better than what their steal averages is per game, per season, per the season. And this is what happens when teams come to play the Knicks. And we always talk about this, when whatever team comes, any 29 teams that come to the Madison Square Garden, everybody wants to be the all-NBA, all-star, all-rebounder, defensive present, and they want to do everything. They want to perform for Broadway. We always say that. So this is a team that we cannot take lightly, and this is definitely a team to start off playing team basketball. I wish Mitchell Robinson was coming back tonight. This would have been the perfect opportunity for Mitch to come back tonight. We're playing at the Garden, right? Yeah, playing at the Garden tonight. This has been perfect. Maybe they might shallywag us and say that he ain't playing, and you see Mitch come out with his sweats unbuttoned, on the side, like them young boys be wearing out buttons and one button at the leg and everything else. Or maybe you might see Mitch come out here tonight. I would love to see that to happen tonight, because it would give him make him more enthused to coming out to play tonight, and the crowd just representing Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? That could get us, that could make it go a long way. I really wish and hope that somehow that they change the stats and Mitch comes out in warm-ups tonight.
Yeah, real talk. Salute to the chat, man. C. Lee, what's good, my man? Good to see you. Nick Yak in the building. Nick Yak, that's what it do. What's up, Nick? And everybody else, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Real talk. C. Lee, good to see you, my man. Real talk. When I see you in the chat, that means I know y'all live. I hope you're doing well. That's most important for me when I see y'all up in there, man. But yeah, Shop Powers, it's just another game on the doctrine, another game on the schedule. Go out there and play the game tonight, cross T's, dot I's, and try to just go out there and win the game. You know what I mean? Because that's what the most important thing is, about winning the game, to get yourself in position to be in position. But right now, we still got a home court advantage situation going on for us right now. And we can keep staying. I think we do stay in that third spot, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see the Knicks going lower than third. I don't believe that. So, I think if we can stay in that third spot, and I don't think we're going to catch Boston, because the games start getting lower and lower. Like I said, we're already at 25 games left in the season. But we just got to keep winning on out, man, and get to where we need to be. So I'm excited about the journey ahead. Let's get it popping, man. We're going to get into this, to the injury report and everything, and then we be back at it, man. Devon, Shot Powers, we in the building. Next, we'll talk. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at.
Let's get it.
All you guys, man, thank y'all for coming in as always. You know how y'all do. But ladies and gentlemen, there we go right there. Knicks, 76ers at the world most famous arena, ladies and gentlemen. Looking forward to this game. Real quick team stat for the year right now. The Sixers is the opposite of where we going. They 20-37. We 37-20. They are 12th in the association. We third. They 10-17 on the road. Obviously, we playing well at home, over 500. That's a beautiful thing. 20-10. They 23rd in offense rating. We third. They 24th in defense rating. We 20th. But I think that changed over the next 25 games, ladies and gentlemen. You see that defense rating at 20? Holler back at me in about another 2 weeks. So I think that changes over the next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. That defense rating of the Knicks. Obviously, they 24th in net rating. We 6th. So we got some, we got to get back to what we were doing, man. The last couple of games, we've been giving up too many points. Not only in the 2 losses. In the game in Chicago, I think we played pretty good, because they only scored 111 in overtime. But the game prior to that, we went 149, 148. I think it gets Atlanta, something like that. So, I think over the next couple of weeks, from hearing what I'm hearing from all our guys and our leaders out there talking about what they need, how they want to ramp this thing up, I'm looking for the Knicks to be a little bit more stellar on that side of the ball, closing out the season. I think that's the best time to do it. From here on out, close out that, get that defense right. Your offense been where it's been all year. But we just got to make sure we get that 20 number at least up in the top 10 at least. And I think if we get in the top 10, I'm not too much concerned about that, ladies and gentlemen. For 27 a game by Tyrese Maxey, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. For New York, I think Jalen Brunson got it going on that side. I guess that's going doing the thing again. Apologize for that. I get back at that. But anyway, we just got to make sure we go out there and play hard and compete at a level where we need to compete. And I think we do that tonight. I think we'd be okay, Shop Howard. But let me get back at it so we can get the injury reports and everything in there. I know it'll come to me. There you go, right there. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the inconvenience. But let's look at this thing. Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen, for the New York Knicks right now, averaging 26 a game. He's putting up pretty good numbers. 26 a game, 3 rebounds from the point guard spot, getting 3 rebounds a game. I'll take that. 7.4 assists, not bad from a score first guard. To be a score first guard and get you 7 assists, I'll take that as well. That's not a bad look for Jalen Brunson. Team leaders, Maxey 27.1, Jalen Brunson 26, MB 8 rebounds, 13.5. Cat don't seem like he's been really, really getting it off because of the last 2 games. But damn, against Cleveland, he was 24 and 18. So his numbers stay consistent on the rebound side, ladies and gentlemen. 13.5, Maxey 6 assists, Jalen Brunson, like I said, 7.4. Their numbers is all in the red, ladies and gentlemen. They lost to the Bulls by 32. They lost to Brooklyn by 2. They lost to the Boston Celtics by 20. They lost to Brooklyn by 4. Then they lost to Toronto by 3. Us guys, we lost to Boston by 13. We lost to Cleveland by 37. We beat the Bulls by 2. We beat Atlanta by 1, and we beat the Pacers by 13. Previous matchup, ladies and gentlemen, there you go right there. Brunson 38, Maxey 33, Josh Hart 17 rebound, Kelly Oubre 10, Josh Hart 12 assists that game. And he played a hell of a game against Boston too. I got to give him.
I think he did. I think he had a triple double against Philly, and he almost had a triple double against Cleveland. Cleveland.
Got the white drip for them, the guys tonight, ladies and gentlemen. New York Knicks in the blue drip. Projected starters: Quentin Grimes, Tyrese Maxey, Oubre, Paul George, and Andre Drummond. Not a slouch team right there, ladies and gentlemen. Andre Drummond, one of the better guys at the rebound spot that ever did. You know what Paul George could do. You know what Oubre can do. This ain't no team you got to sleep on, ladies and gentlemen. They got guys at positions who match up well with us. Tyrese Maxey scoring 27 games, Jalen Brunson 26. Paul George.
And watch out for Quentin Grimes.
Right. That's a homecoming for him. He's going to be geeked up. But I still think our team overall, they don't have nobody putting up cat numbers there. But Paul George can put them up. But other than that, I'm not worried about that tonight. We just got to make sure we play our A game tonight. I think we get them out of there with no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, our projected starters: Josh Hart, Brunson, Mikal, OG, and Towns. That changes hopefully in another couple of days. And what it does, we just got to wonder what's going to happen with Josh Hart and Mikal. Like I said, I like Mikal there because I think Mikal could be a crazy scoring dude off the bench. I think he'd get 20 off the bench every night. For real. Injury report, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Edwards, game time decision. Embiid is out. Eric Gordon is out. Quentin Grimes, game time decision. Kyle Lowry is out. Jared McClain out for season. He was having an outstanding rookie year. And Garrison Selly is out for the Knicks, Game time decision. And Anobi, Mitchell Robinson out. Game time decision called Anthony Towns. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what's on the injury report tonight for New York Knicks. The starting lineups and all that is all projected. I don't know if that don't mean it's going to be that way, but that's the projection for now. But Shot Powers, we got our same usual suspects supposed to go out there on the floor tonight. And I know they feeling some type of way. That's why I would love to see a blowout tonight. I just would love to see a blowout tonight. I know they feeling all the heat from the fan base and the media from the way they played against the two teams. Now everybody calling them pretenders. They not this. We don't listen to that stuff. It's just a game. You don't judge nobody in a game and expect that's who they are. I just don't believe that. So we got to see if tonight we can go out there and just go out there and play hard basketball tonight, rebound the ball, do the things we do real well, and win the game and get us to 38 and 20, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited about tonight, man. Just to see Knicks basketball game in general, but to see how we feeling about the couple of bad week that we had. So overall, I think we'd be okay tonight, man. What's your thoughts on this thing? You look at the matchups. They got, like I said, you got Oubre and guys out there, but I don't think they got enough to beat us though. Because I just don't think they got enough firepower if we play defense tonight. What I'm expecting Knicks to do because of from what I'm hearing from inside these guys' minds and what I'm hearing from what they've been speaking in the media and after the practice and all that, these guys feel like their mindset is different after these 2 losses. Let's see. And I think if they do be different, I expect the Knicks to go out there and get it popping tonight.
Yeah, Philly got a lot of men down. You know what I mean? Hand down, man down. So they got a lot of people that's down. And right now, we pretty much have a full roster. You know what I mean? We pretty much have a full roster, and we have to play like we have a contending team, a team that could go far in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And tonight is a team that you do not take lightly. You know what I mean? Just because you cannot take this team lightly. Anybody in the NBA, you can't go out and take them lightly. This is once again a game that you have to play team basketball, and team basketball from here on out. I'm leaving it off on this end, and I'm going to bring it the whole month of March about team basketball, because that's what's going to win you games. I mean, it's not going to be individual play, even though we have some great individual players on our team that contribute. You know what I mean? But it's really going to be about team basketball. You know what I mean? Everybody's scoring around 20-some points in the starting unit. You know what I mean? Instead of one person going for 40 and then the low man going for 9, 11 or something like that. Everybody has to be around the high teens to the upper 20s. I mean, more team scores that look alike. You know what I mean? In the starting unit, and also helping the bench. You know what I mean? The bench is going to be a pivotal part of what we can accomplish. Everybody talks about the Knicks playing bad and why Tom Thibodeau is playing so many minutes and all this other stuff. Is it just me? We don't really have a bench. I was talking about this. December was that when I running about the bench unit. We need some help in that small forward position. We do not have someone that fills in that small forward position on the second unit. We were trying Shaman. Shaman works. He plays great defense, but his scoring, it came around the other game when Tom Thibodeau didn't put it back in. But his scoring hasn't been what I thought it could be. I mean, so with that being said, we have to go out there and play well against this team. And I think Payne's going to have a big game tonight because just because the last game he played against them, he had a big game against Philly. So I'm hoping that he can come out here and execute his game tonight. Deuce, we need everybody to fire off all cylinders tonight. 25 to 30 points from our second unit, and 112, like we are 104, 105 from our starting unit tonight. And I think that's where we need to be, somewhere in those numbers like that. So do I predict a blowout? I'm not predicting a blowout, but if everything falls the right way, yeah, I think we should beat this team handily.
Yeah. Yo, salute to the chat. Tori B up on the Chase Bridge. Tori, I hope you have a good game. Enjoy the game tonight, sister. Real talk. I know it's gonna be lit up in there, man. MSG is always popping, no matter what time of the year it is. So salute to Tori B. She be up on the Chase Bridge lounging. Salute to Nick Nostalgic, my brother Nostalgic. What's popping, man? Good to see you. Salute to everybody.
Yeah.
Man, Queen, everybody, you name it. Salute to everybody in the building. Thank y'all for coming in tonight. I want to immediately Carrie, that's what I meant to say. Carrie, what's good, my man? Good to see you, Carrie. Real talk, you know how we do, man. Appreciate you, Carrie, coming in, always representing for us. King, Third Eye Supreme. Salute to you, King. Real talk, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Real talk. Johnny Davis, my brother, popped up in the chat. What's good, JD? I see you, man. Eyeballs to everybody. But yeah, Shot Powers, man. I'm excited about this thing moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I think when we talk about games like tonight, I'm expecting Knicks to come out and play a whole just go at it tonight, because they, like I said, they know who they are. They know they're better than what they showed against Boston, and like I said, even the Cleveland game, I would say this here, even though Cleveland them guys played a back-to-back, but the New York Knicks played an overtime game in a back-to-back. And I was telling Shaw Powers earlier, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, like, say if you run a 5K on Wednesday, do you think you're going to be able to run a 5K on Thursday? Your legs won't take it. Your legs won't take it. That's just human nature. No matter how much you use your muscles, you can't overuse them. So I think that, to me, Shaw Powers, that game against Cleveland, and not saying Cleveland wouldn't have beat us, I don't think they would have beat us that bad if it wasn't on a back-to-back and an overtime game. They might have beat us, but I don't think it would have been at that level. You know what I mean? Because like I said, your body, your physical body only can take but so much in the span of a 24-hour, no matter what it is. I mean, you go hard on your job all day Saturday, you ain't gonna feel the same way going hard all day on Sunday if you work Sunday, hypothetically. So I'm hoping that just was an anomaly that I don't see them cats beating us like that. But here's the crazy thing, ladies and gentlemen. Every game against Cleveland this year, all 4 games this year against Cleveland, they all back-to-backs. That's kind of crazy to me. But hey, it's all good. It's like playing in the playoff. Every game, the next 2 games against Cleveland, they back-to-back games. So let's hope that we a little bit more, we be a little bit more deeper, and you'll see the difference. And I think you're going to see the difference in this thing. I think now what you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen, is Precious Chua playing backup center now behind Mitchell Robinson. I think Haka Purdy probably won't be in the rotation. You know what I mean?
I think so too. Yeah,
I think Precious moved to the 5. You can either have Josh Hart play the backup 4 because he had done it before, or whoever the case may be. They are talking about Okeke and TJ Warren for the last roster spot, ladies and gentlemen. So I like TJ Warren because of his experience in his scoring game, but I also like Okeke because of his size and he can do some things. You know what I mean? So. And just have another quality player on the bench that going to give you more than Haka Purdy, going to give you more than the rookies that we brought in. Now we got up to 15. That 15 player who we bringing up probably could do more than all them dudes could do. So, to me, that's a good look for the Knicks as well because you could throw TJ Warren there. TJ Warren been doing this for a minute. They've been in some tough playoff games. Get buckets coming out of North Carolina State. Get buckets, he could do the damn thing. But like Okeke younger, way younger. But and so we could use his side and his ability to do what he do. So I'm happy with that. But I'll tell you what, I'm happy that Josh Hart or my man going to the bench. I think people may think of tripping, but for this particular time, Shop House, I think I told you this earlier. I would love to see Mikal Bridges come up, not because of a demotion, ladies and gentlemen, not because he's demoted. His usage rate is down 20% from last year. And that's why I was telling y'all guys that he's not getting the ball like he was last year. Why? Because he's not that guy no more. It's Brunson and Towns. Then him. When he was in Brooklyn, it was him and Cam Thomas. So he's a rhythm shooter. He's a rhythm scorer. And when you got guys who demand the ball like Jalen Brunson and Karl Towns, he can't always get in the rhythm. Because if Jalen Brunson got it going that night and Towns got it going that night, Mikal's kind of useless in a sense. Because he's not saying useless. Let me rephrase that. His defense is always there. But he won't be able to get you to the rebound number. I would love to see him get the assist numbers and the rebound. But I think if you put him in that second unit, Shaw Powell, he'd be the primary dude in the second unit. Well, he don't got to defer to Jalen Brunson and Towns if he was in the second unit. Not because of the demotion. He could be like Jamal Crawford. You know what I mean? Like you said, he could be like Lou Williams. Guys like that who can straight get buckets. And they starters, but they put him in a backup because it makes the team stronger. So I'm hoping that's the reason why I like Mikal there, but I also like Josh Hart there because I think Josh Hart can go in that second unit and fit with pressure to chew on them guys because of his size too. So let's see how it goes. But I know when Mitch come back, Shot Powers, one of them guys going there. What's your take on that, man? Who would you like to see, or who do you think should go right quick to that second unit once Mitchell Robinson get back?
I believe that they're going to run a shorter roster in the starting unit, meaning that with Mitch and Cat on the floor, you'll probably see one of those two guys play 6 minutes and come out. You know what I mean? And then you'll see the implement of Precious. And when Mikal comes out, you'll see the implement of Josh Hart. And when in the second unit coming back, you'll see Mikal in that second unit with Precious and Deuce and Payne and TJ Warren or Okeke. You know what I mean? That's where I think you'll see that lineup. That's how the five. I'm hoping that the five will be like that. You know what I mean? Where they'll take Mitch out and put Ochua in. I mean, put Precious in, and you'll take Mikal out and put Josh Hart in. And when it starts to rotate, then you rotate with you bring in Deuce for Brunson, And then for OG, you'll probably put in either Okiki or TJ to round out that 5-man roster with Mitchell on the court, and then Mitchell come out and Cat will have a chance to play with the second unit with Mikal and stuff like that. So I think they have a lot of ways that they can mix it up. Could they, when Mitch comes back and if he does go back into the starting unit, then more than likely, I think you may see Josh come off the starting unit with Mikal in there, and Mikal will be subbed out by Josh Hart. Now, I mean, 4, 5, 6 minutes in, then Mikal will come out, Josh Hart will come in. He'll play the rest of the 6 minutes and probably play the first 2 or 3 minutes in the second quarter with Mikal and whoever else is on the bench, Okiki, Precious, Deuce, Payne. So they have a lot of ways that they can rotate the roster depending on who they want to play for the night and who they have to defend against. So it's going to be beautiful once Mitch comes back to watch how Tom Thibodeau really plays this unit, because now with the how you implement people is going to be a high point on keeping the intensity always up. You know what I mean? And like I said, Mitchell Robinson not the win all be all and all that other stuff, but what we are missing is interior defense. And if you put interior defense in the New York Knicks with the way they should be rebounding the basketball this year, this is one thing that we have not paid attention to. Cat's phenomenal. Josh Hart's phenomenal. But if you put Mitch in there to help them, Cat, and this is me and my fandom, if Mitch would have started this year, Cat would have been getting 17 rebounds a game. Mitch would have been getting about 9 or 10 offensive rebounds plus 2 or 3 defensive rebounds, because what Mitch does is box out, and he box out his man and the man behind. One of the major reasons why I always say this, why Julius Randle had such a phenomenal rebounding years with us, because of Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson will block out 2 men. Julius Randle come in and get the defensive rebound. And I'm not just saying this, Julius Randle rebounding, well, he's not playing now, but his rebounding wasn't as high as it was last year when he was playing with the Knicks when he was about 11. I think he dropped down to 7 or 8. The instance is because of Mitchell Robinson. So Mitchell Robinson is going to make Josh Hart's job easier. It's going to make OG's job easier. It's going to make Mikal's job easier because of the way he sets himself down in the box and rebounds the basketball and box out the men so they can't get to the ball. So now Josh Hart, you see him come up under Mitchell Robinson and grab a rebound. And you'll see OG, and you see these guys get more rebounds because now you have someone that is putting people on their back so you can get to the boards. And I can't wait to see it. You know what I mean? The one thing that we have been missing a lot this year is rebounding the basketball and interior defense. Once again, North and South, we talk about this all the time. Teams do not contest Mitchell Robinson. And for me watching Mitchell Robinson on the court, you very rarely see someone go to contest Mitchell Robinson. If they do, it's always to a pass off, because if not, Mitch is going to block his shot. So when Mitch backs, it makes us a better defensive team. And like you said, coming from 20 right now, I'm not even opposed to us getting down to 12. You know what I mean? 12 under 13, but 12, 11. Even if we don't break the 10 defensive mark in these next 25 games, if we get down to 12 with Mitchell Rock, you'll see the difference with Mitchell Rock. What the big difference in us being 20 now and being around 12 towards the end of the year. And then now you can say, oh yeah, Mitchell Robinson helped that out. So let's get it, man. And once again, this game is not a game that we have to take lightly, man. This team is not, this is an NBA team. We have to go out there and play team basketball against this team in order for us to win the game.
Yep. Salute to the chat, man. APAP was good. Brother Beater, Nick Yak, everybody. HRM the Great. Yeah, like Captain Matumbo. Like I said, man, Mitchell Robinson. Carl Anthony Town is out tonight. And all that stuff. So, you know what, next man up. That's why I said, man, you know what, the Knicks, you know, it's the injury thing is always tough for the Knicks, you know what I mean? And it's that they go hard, man. NBA players go hard, you know, and all that, but I don't think it's nothing serious.
What time is it?
Yeah, nothing serious. So
it might be we might get surprised tonight. Let me look on some of these jams.
Excuse me, let me I can't. I think your noise. I'm trying to let them hear what I'm saying. I apologize. But yeah, man, salute everybody. But anyway, man, we gonna get it tonight, man. We go in there and win the game, try to win the game tonight. It don't matter who on the floor. Next man up, Haka Purdy might get the start, or I think they're gonna start Precious Chua. To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think they're gonna start Haka Purdy over no Precious Chua, and I wouldn't. And I wouldn't, because Haka Purdy ain't no Precious Chua, but Haka Purdy probably back up Precious Chua at the 5 tonight, and then they just go from there. But whoever in there doesn't matter. As long as they go out there and play hard for 48 minutes and help the team win the game. Now they don't got MB, we don't got Cat. They got Maxey, we got Jalen Brunson. So they got Paul George. Then we got to make sure Mikal get a pop of the night. And so on and so on. But I think you're going to see a really different Knicks team tonight. And let's go out there and play on all cylinders and see how it goes. He might start tonight on Diaz. That's possible. But you know how Tibbs do, though. He might. I don't see why he ain't, because he normally plays his backup center with his backup center. So you might be right there on Diaz. He probably might start Hulk tonight, because normally that's how he used to do with Jericho Sims. Usually if one of the Knicks centers didn't play at night, he always play his centers. So you might be on something right there on Diaz. He probably will start Hawk tonight. I say it from the way he coach. If your power forward go down, Tibbs usually put your other power forward in there. I mean, your center go down, he usually puts his other center in there. So let's see if he do it that way. But obviously gonna miss Cat tonight. Cat is Cat, man. Cat do what he do, man. One of the top 5 centers in the game. You know what I mean? So not having him in there, it's definitely gonna be a loss. But next man up, that means that Mikal got to have a big night. That means Anunoby got to be on this game. We need a big Josh Hart game. And we need our bench to come through tonight. You know what I mean? Because, that without Karl-Anthony Towns, replace 25 and 13. That's hard to replace, ladies and gentlemen. So we just got to make sure we do it by committee, do it with some unity, and go out there and win the game for the fan base tonight. You know what I mean? Because we haven't been back at MSG since what? We lost the last 2 games on the road against Chicago. So it's been about a week. So we'll see how it goes, man. Let's see if we can get it popping tonight, man. And we gonna leave it like that, man. So we just need our team to get a win tonight to get to 38 wins. We got to win games no matter what it is. We ain't trying to lose no games. Just keep winning games, ladies and gentlemen. We just want to make sure we in that 3rd spot. If we can't get the 1st or 2nd seed, make sure we in that 3rd spot to get that home court advantage. Thank you, Jermaine. Appreciate you, JR. Real talk. Begley says Haka Purdy is starting. JR, I appreciate that. Like I said, that pretty much makes sense, because Tibbs usually plays the center. When the center's out, he put the center in. And when it's a small forward out, he usually put a small forward in, since I've been watching. So no matter who in there tonight, let's get it. But thank you for that, JR. Real talk, man. And good for Haka Purdy. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when Mitch come back, we're going to see how they play with him. Is he going to be – I don't know what the amount of guys we got. He will be the odd man out, because obviously – I think Tibbs, like I was telling everybody earlier, Tibbs said they played 50-something games without their starting center. So that's important to remember that. His projection, that means that Mitchell Robinson, if Mitchell Robinson wasn't injured, he was starting at the 5 this year, and Cat was going to the 4. Because Tom Thibodeau said, our starting center didn't play this year, 50-something games. So that means what he telling us, well, that was his projection at the beginning of the year to start Mitchell Robinson. So, and the reason why I brought that up, because if you got Campaign, Deuce McBride, Shamet, whether it's Josh Hart, if that's who's going to be there, and then you have Precious Achiuwa, where does that leave Haka Purdy? Because he'll be the 11th man. So that's why it's interesting to see how this thing going to go when Mitchell Robinson get back. My man G-Man 7A G was good. My man, good to see you, G-Man. Salute to you, Dave Smith in the building. G-Man, salute to you as well. Good to see you, G-Man. Real talk, everybody. But that's going to be interesting to see, ladies and gentlemen, how this thing work out when Mitchell Robinson come back. No matter what happens, we just be a deeper team. And somebody going to be situational when Mitchell Robinson get back. I have no idea who. I don't think it's going to be. I think because of the experience of Shaw Powell, because of Campaign, Deuce McBride, and even my man Shamet, which I like the way Shamet played the last game. I wish they would have put him in the 4th quarter against Boston. Might have been different there too. But so if you put Josh Hart or whoever we come out of that starting lineup on the bench, I don't see where there's room for Haka Purdy. I just don't. I don't know unless you're gonna. I don't think he's gonna sit Shamet over Haka Purdy, because Shamet defense is too good. So we'll see. But that's a good problem. That means we got a deep team now. We got to be deeper. We are deeper anyway. So we'll see how it goes. But that ain't gonna help us tonight, Shot Powers. Tonight we got to go out there and cross T's and dot I's, man. Really go out there and play some hard basketball tonight. Like I said, we don't have Cat tonight. And we got to go out there and rebound the ball. You got Andre Drummond down there. See, that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. I like. Let's see what I don't know if Haka Purdy can handle Andre Drummond. Remember, Haka Purdy had 3 fouls in 4 minutes the other night, or 5 minutes. He had 4 fouls in like 3 minutes, whatever, 3 fouls, whatever that came to be. So let's see how he gonna handle Andre Drummond. I mean, from a strength standpoint, rebounding. I hope Haka Purdy tear it up tonight though, because there's always next man up. Next man, one man out, next man step up and try to fill the void. I mean, he can't fill Cat void from a lot of ways, but he can go out there and play with energy and effort and do it by committee tonight, man. So let's hope that the other guys get it popping. I think it's going to be Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey. It's about Mikal and Paul George. And then Anunoby got to do what he do against Oubre and them, whoever they're going to be out there, and try to will themselves to a win. So let's see. I'm excited. I think he's going to get it popping tonight, Shot Powers.
Yeah, I mean, with people being out, it makes it a different game that we have to play. And we have players out just like they have players out. So, what the Knicks have been playing for the last couple of years is the next man up mentality. And that's what we have to do tonight. We're gonna have to have some step-up games from Mikal tonight, step-up game from OG tonight, a step-up game for Jalen Brunson tonight. Not Jalen Brunson, I'm sorry, Josh Hart tonight. Those guys are going to have to really perform. I'm confident that Jalen Brunson is going to get out there and do what they need to do. So with those things being said, it really comes down to what the bench can really put up for us tonight, because we're going to need a good showing from the bench tonight. We're going to need a good showing from Payne tonight, a good showing from Deuce tonight, a good showing from Shammer tonight, a good showing from Precious tonight. With all those things being said, we need the guys in the bench to really step up. And I'm saying 20, 25 to 28 points to be minor. That's minor scoring in your bench, because other teams right now, if you look at how other teams have played us with their bench scoring, their bench have been outscoring our bench by 11. So that means if we score 22 from our bench, they're scoring 33 on theirs. So we have to step up the intensity in the bench. But with all that being said, man, we play team basketball. I'm not worried about anybody coming down the pike. In the last couple of games, I just want to say this again. Last couple of games against Cleveland and Philly, we didn't step up our game. We didn't play our A game. And I don't know if it's just me and my fandom, but I know when the Knicks are playing their A game, and I know when they're scrambling out there. You know how I know? Because the first quarter scoring. Usually what the Knicks usually try to do is keep teams under 26 points. But when you see a team get out there and they score 38 points, it might be a rough night tonight. It might be kind of tight tonight. They're going to have to come back off this. So if we're not matching their intensity, if somebody scored 38 and we ain't scoring 35, it might be a rough night that night. So with that being said, team basketball can win it all. That's like crystal ball wins it all when you play rock, paper, scissors. If you old school, you know what that means.
Yeah, real talk. Ladies and gentlemen, the brother just meant to say Boston, not Philly. He meant to say Boston. So
I said Boston?
No, you said Philly.
Oh, I said Philly. I meant to say Boston. My bad. Yeah, right. Boston and Cleveland.
Yep, facts. Yeah, man. And that's what we do. We just go out there and play tonight. Listen, it's just another game on the doctrine, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why all this stuff for me tonight, rest Cat. If Cat ain't feeling good, rest him. He'd be here in another game or two, but he don't need to play him tonight. It's only a game on the doctrine, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna lose more games this year. I don't care who here on the Knicks team, still gonna lose a game. So tonight, if he's ailing, sit him. Would you rather? You don't want to force Cat to play tonight, and then next thing you know, he tears something up even worse. If he can't go tonight, don't play him. Sit him down, and then when he's ready to go, he go. We got enough. It might not be as easy without him, but we got enough to cover that. You know what I mean? If we play team basketball and other guys step up their game, so the 13 rebounds, now we need Pressure Chua to get 4 or 5 more. We need Haka Purdy tonight to get you 7 rebounds. If Haka Purdy start tonight, we need Haka Purdy to get you 7 rebounds. We need Pressure Chua to get you 10 rebounds. Then we'll make up Cat numbers. For us going, we need Haka Purdy to give us 6 or 7 or 8 points tonight. Then that means Mikal might need this. Him and Anunoby might have to be a 20-point scorer tonight. So we We got enough. You know what I mean? We always have enough. I'm not too concerned about that at all. I'm not concerned about none of this stuff. You know what I mean? Knicks are 37-24 reason. We've been through this all year long. All year long. Guys in, guys out. And they still find a way to win 37 games and only lose 20. So I'm not concerned at all. Just another game on the schedule. We just got to go out there tonight and find a way to will ourselves to win against a team who's going the other way. Got talent, but they going the other way. You know what I mean? So we got to hope that they still go the other way tonight. We just got to go out there tonight and play our A game. I think the key tonight game is rebounding the basketball tonight because, like I said, Andre Drummond is one of them dudes who can get you 20. And even though he ain't the Andre Drummond or old, but he still can go out there and put up some gaudy numbers on the rebound numbers. I don't expect the Knicks to lose the game without Cat tonight. I just don't think Philly. I think they might be headed towards the lottery. Maybe on purpose. Maybe on purpose. Because you know what you can do with a good lottery pick. You can find a way to put it in the trade next year. They got a lot of cap money they get ready to get rid of. All the guys they signed this year, they won't be back next year. Eric Gordons of the world, the Andre Drummond and the Oubres. Philly not in a bad place. They just had a bad year, but they not bad from a organizational or financial standpoint because other than they top three dogs, just like us, Paul George, Maxey, and Embiid, they don't got a lot of money out there. And so I think they'd be okay. But for us tonight, we just got to go out there and handle our business like we always do. You know what I mean? It ain't no big deal. You play who in front of you. I don't care who not there tonight. Go out there, rebound the ball, shoot a high percentage. Obviously, like Shot Power say, try to get over 20-something assists, up in the high 20s in assist numbers. Rebound the basketball, hit your free throws, play some D. You got to play D tonight. The Knicks only problem, listen, ladies and gentlemen, the only problem in New York land right now is defense. But if your defense ain't popping, it's going to make your offense look like it ain't there that night because you're going to be so tired on the defense side of the ball, your offense may lack. So let's get it tonight, man. Once we get back to our defense prism, I'm not worried about it. Like I said, man, this team is only 50-something games playing with each other. 57 games they done play together, and as a team. So now these games pretty soon, they be done play 60 games. They be done play 70 games. They get, and hopefully we get more healthier and more continuity. And I think we go out there and get a pop and shot power. So it should be a fun game tonight. But we definitely got to go out there and play D tonight, guard that 3-point line. That's been our Achilles heel all year. We're the lower echelon in the NBA when it comes to guarding that 3-point line. Probably the worst team in the league guard the 3-point line.
I think so.
So far.
27th to 30th, somewhere around there.
Right. So far. So we got to hope we can turn around. I think we will though. Watch how these guys play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it. You can pick up trends, and you can read the tea leaves and stuff like that. And I've been listening to these guys the last couple of games after this loss, and I like what I hear in the way they going about it. First of all, it's accountability, and they hope they doing that. Because once I know a person know that they got some faults, they admit that they got faults. That's a strong test of character to me. Knowing that you got a fault and you owning up to it. And what I like about this team, they owning up to it. And that's only going to make you better because you can always correct. You can always correct what you know you're doing wrong, or you're not doing right, or you're not doing good. If you know that you're doing it, that's good because we got high character dudes on our team. We might not got the most grittiest dudes, but we got probably the most high character guys in the NBA on one team. All of them dudes is high character. Every last one of them is high character. So I think that bodes well for us because, like I said, you want somebody with high IQ for sure. You know what I mean? Because I don't care how strong you are, how hard you go, but if you ain't got the intelligence, then you just a dumb jock. So we don't have dumb jocks. I'm not trying to call nobody dumb, but if you ain't intelligent and you got muscle, you just got somebody who got muscle, but you don't know how to use them. Well, we got guys who know how to play basketball. They high IQ. They had won there before. They had done it there before. And I think this team's going to respond, Shot Powers, tonight for sure.
Yeah, it comes up to next man up mentality. You know what I mean? With Cat being down, we got to make up that money. You know what I mean? We got to get it from somewhere. We need it from OG tonight. We need it from Mikal tonight. We need it from Deuce tonight. We need it from Payne tonight. We need it from Precious tonight. You know what I mean? Everything. Everybody got to contribute tonight. In order for us to get this win, everybody has to play team basketball. We have to contribute tonight with Cat being out. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. We have to make up 25 points, 14 rebounds, plus you got to score some baskets for yourself. You know what I mean? With all those guys that I talked about. So it's not hard to do. I mean, I don't want to say it's not hard to do, but we have players on our team that can do it. You know what I mean? And these are the games that, when we lose hard games and stuff like that, it's ideally you can point the finger to who didn't play well and who didn't do this and who didn't do that. But you also have to give flowers to guys who step up in these type of games. You know what I mean? And that's what I don't want to say, I don't want to categorize anybody, but when you point the fingers like that and say certain things about the Knicks, when in the last game that they had, those guys stepped up. And I mean, we have seen Mikal score big time. That hasn't been consistent. 20, 30, 40. I don't think he had 40 points, but he had 30-some points. The game against on Christmas Day was a phenomenal, one of his most phenomenal games. Y'all forget he has games like that. It could be the RJ syndrome in this unit right here, if you want to say it like that. But he can do it. OG, we didn't see OG 40 points for 30, all that. We didn't see it. You know what I mean? And every night those guys can't get out there and give those numbers, but we need them to get 18 to 25 points tonight. 18 to 25 points. Those are the numbers that I'm looking for. OG and Mikal tonight with extra rebounds and extra assists that they don't usually get. 6, 7 rebounds, 4, 5 assists from both of those guys a piece. I mean, those are the games that we need to make up the scoring and the intensity of playing team basketball, because Cat's not going to be here tonight. So I think the Knicks is going to do what they need to do tonight, man. I don't second guess the Knicks on a back-to-back, and on a bounce back game. Excuse me, not back-to-back. On a bounce back game, I don't second guess them with a couple of days off. You know what I mean? Even with Tom Thibodeau, old way of playing basketball, he knows how to play basketball well. And if you get out there and play that basketball well, you know what I mean? It'll work. It'll work. The type of team that we play is run off everything, no set plays, and defense first. And one thing that Tom Thibodeau hasn't had this year is someone to halter his interior defense. Last year we had it when Mitch went down, which was Ahad. I mean, 2 years before that, we had a Stickman with the dreads. Noel. We had Noel holding down our interior defense when we was playing good basketball, because Tom Thibodeau's system runs off of interior defense. Make teams shoot jump shots against you. Now you can play up on the jump shots because you have someone that can protect the paint. So when we can see more of what Tom Thibodeau, for me and my fandom, what I've seen Tom Thibodeau likes to have is that interior presence at the center position. Then when we get that type of team for Tom Thibodeau, our defense from 20 should drop down to somewhere around 12, 11, maybe. If it breaks 10, I'm in awe. If it breaks 10, we start leaving teams under 100, back to what we used to do and a lot last year, I'll be happy.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, man, right now, ladies and gentlemen, despite all the peaks and valleys, New York Knicks got the second best home record in the East, 20-10. They the third best road record in the East, 17-10. The only person got a better home record than them is the Cavaliers. Boston 18-20, Knicks. 18-10, Knicks 20-10. On the road, we got the third best record in the East. Where we at number 3, and everybody else is not even close. And I say all that to say, like, we're not the Indiana Pacers, like we're not Milwaukee Bucks, we're not Detroit. Detroit playing good basketball. We're not Atlanta, we're not Orlando, we're not the Miami Heat, we're not Chicago, we're not the Brooklyn Nets, we're not the Philadelphia 76ers, we're not Toronto, we're not the Charlotte Hornets, we're not the Washington Wizards. The New York Knicks is number 3rd in the East. And they where they supposed to be. They where they supposed to be. Under the circumstances, the Knicks are where they supposed to be. 3rd best record in the East, 4th best record in the NBA. We are spoiled as a fan base, but ladies and gentlemen, Tom Thibodeau and the coaching staff and our players It's not these guys that's below us. And they got Giannis, they got Dame Lillard, they got this cat got these guys. Man, we right there, ladies and gentlemen. We right there. And if it ended today, the season was over today, the New York Knicks will have first round home court advantage in the playoffs. That's what this is about. It ain't about this every game stuff. And right? We don't play ball that night. So you're supposed to you critique them. That's what you're supposed to do. And if they didn't play well, you get on them. You get on them for that night. Because the next night might be different. Because like I said, you win some, you lose some. There's no NBA team that's going undefeated, ladies and gentlemen. And we all play 82 games. So right now, the New York Knicks at 57 games is the third best team in the Eastern Conference. And there's a lot of teams under us, and we're not where they at. And the two best teams in the league right now are the two best teams. The Boston Celtics is the defending NBA champions, and they might repeat again. That's how good they are. They might repeat again. Cleveland Cavaliers having a stellar season under my man Atkinson because they got a talented team too. So, but we got a talented team too. We got a talented team, and I believe once we get healthy like everybody else, let's see how it goes. But right now we got to win the night shot powers to get to 38 and 20, 18 games over 500. Like I said, the two losses were against the top teams. They left a bad taste in them, but they are the two top teams. So, until we get to where they at by the end of the season, it is what it is. It's just another loss on the belt. It's just another loss on the schedule. I could see Cleveland beating us, but then I'll be disappointed, like you said, when you see us the Washington Wizards or whatever. You know what I mean? So you expect teams like Cleveland and Boston to beat your team. They are the best teams in the league right now in the East, and obviously OKC is the best over there. So, but I'm good. I'm happy with where we at, Shop Power, that is franchise, man. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we go get a popping. I think Knicks respond tonight. No calling towns anyway. I still think the Knicks go out there tonight, ladies and gentlemen, 115 and 100. I think Knicks beat them by 15 tonight. I think our bench come to play. I think Haka Purdy give us a little spark in the starting unit, at least to keep us from not having to. I don't care if we foul. I don't care if we get 4 fouls tonight on Andre Drummond. I couldn't care less. Ain't like Andre Drummond, the great free throw shooter. So let's see if Hawk can go out there tonight and give us some good minutes. He's not gonna replace Karl Anthony Towns, but we just want him to go out there and play his role tonight. And we need Pressure Chua to come up big at the big spot tonight, at the forward center spot. We need Anunoby to come up big tonight. We need our big guy to come up big tonight. Because I know Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Mikael them to do their thing. Shop House, so I got 115 and 110, man. Give me your thoughts on that game, my man.
Control the pace, grab some rebounds, hit your free throws. Shoot over 36% from three-point land tonight. That's going to be a big factor tonight. Play team basketball. I need over 28 assists tonight. I need over 28 assists tonight. That means that you're playing team basketball. You pass the ball, 28 assists. That should be a regular every night that you get out there. I think the Knicks having a day off. Having some time off and getting ready for getting prepared for this game. Having not bounce back, playing on a bounce back game. I think the Knicks go out tonight 119 to 111. 119, 111. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. Listen to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for coming in. Tori B, enjoy that game. She's in the
word up.
Tori B, enjoy the game tonight, sister. Real talk. I hope you have a good time out there. Salute everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Real talk, man. We'll see y'all on the recap tomorrow, man. Let's go Knicks, man. Let's get it popping. I would love to see us get to 38 wins tonight. Pick up a half game on some people, depending on who played tonight on a doctrine in the NBA. I would love to see our guys get out there, perform, and get a win tonight to get us to our 38 wins, because it's all about, trying to jockey for that position, man. We want our guy to be there and be where they at right now by the end of the season. So, like I said, when the playoffs get here, we'll be in a better position that we are in right now, or where we at right now anyway. And I think that's good. Real quick, let me run through. You got Miami and Atlanta tonight. Big games that I think that benefit us tonight. Obviously, that's an East Coast thing right quick, and I get out of here. Milwaukee and Denver, ladies and gentlemen. Denver going to be in Milwaukee tonight. Hopefully that goes Denver's way. Other than that, Orlando and Golden State is in Orlando in the Eastern Conference. That's pretty much all really that's relevant to us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So other than Atlanta, Miami, they're not catching us. Milwaukee is a couple of games, about 5 games behind us. So we want Denver to put them. Denver beat them. We beat the Bulls. I meant the Bulls. We beat the Sixers tonight. We pick up a whole game on them, and we pick up a half game on Orlando. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all enjoy the show, man, and enjoy the game. We'll see y'all on the next one. Sharp Howard's my brother. Holla at you on the other side.
You're ready.
Salute everybody in chat, man. We out, man. Enjoy the game. Peace.
Yes.
Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. Our 32nd word is policy, Sharon flexing. Posted up a sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrots here, we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No caps, so here's what's on tap. But God, no talking fog. And report, keep my taboo in the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera, there's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat, so we Nick dripping. Nick feel, you know, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olan, and Anobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip.